Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Live Ones. It is Wednesday, March 9th, 2022, and man, oh man, oh man, once the NFL offseason really gets going, once contract extensions get going, once trade really get going, once free agency really gets going, it really just sucks all the oxygen away from all of the other sports, doesn't it? I mean, the NFL really has learned how to make their league a year-round event where it is just the penultimate news of any given day. I tell you what, we're starting off with that blockbuster trade from yesterday. Russell Wilson heading to the Denver Broncos for a very Herschel Walker-esque draft pick package, player package. I don't necessarily hate the draft picks package if the intent was for the Broncos to go for a quarterback all along, as they actually did have an extra second rounder from the Von Miller trade, and this quarterback draft class is the worst one I've seen since 2013 when Geno Davis was the best quarterback coming out. They can always go trade for picks in 2023 if they have to, but man, this haul for a guy who's only under contract this season and next, and then you have to extend him. They have to extend him. Otherwise, this trade makes no sense. They gave up 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, a 5th-rounder, and they gave up Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant, their second-best offensive weapon in the trade package. This Denver fan base, I swear, is deluding themselves. They had the 21st ranked offense in football last year, the 21st ranked defense in football last year, and everybody that they traded away, they just kept saying to themselves, "Man, we're only a quarterback away. We could just land a franchise quarterback, then we would be Super Bowl contenders." I mean, my God, look, you're going to the AFC West, where your competition is Justin Herbert on the Chargers, Patrick Mahomes on the Chiefs, and Derek Carr on the Raiders. That is going to be the absolute most difficult path for you to go with. I mean, I guess you had to have a franchise quarterback, and no asking price was too great, but man, they really, really mortgaged the future on this. And then breaking news just a couple hours ago, the Washington Commanders, I'm still getting used to calling them that, have traded 2 third-round picks, which may convert to second-round picks, in order to acquire Carson Wentz from the Indianapolis Colts. And right away, there was a very, very lengthy piece in the Atlantic about again the same stuff that you heard coming from the Philadelphia camp after Carson Wentz had his unceremonious exit from the Eagles, about how he's just completely resistant to hard coaching. He's constantly paranoid about his spot on the team. He won't take direction. He holds the ball too long. There was this feature-length article about how it wasn't just the game against Jacksonville where he played himself out of the playoffs when the Colts had a 97% chance to get into the playoffs. It was just this whole host of things, and I'm just thinking to myself, man, oh man, the nightmare that is going to be the dysfunctional personality jambalaya down there in Washington with Dan Snyder running that squad of misfits down there with Carson Wentz coming in. I mean, is he an upgrade over Taylor Heineke? Yeah, but is he worth the additional price? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Taylor Heineke's a proven commodity. He's not a franchise quarterback, but he's at least a decent game manager. I don't know. We're going to have to see what comes of that. Can't wait for Carson Wentz's first game back in Philadelphia. That's going to be something to see. In the meantime, we have got conference tournament play going on in college basketball right now. The major conferences started yesterday. We had all the first rounders playing to get their spots up in the second round against the bye teams today. These all go through the weekends, and then of course we have Selection Sunday, and then just the Tuesday after that is the first 4 in March Madness. Right after that is the NBA playoff start. Right after that, the Stanley Cup playoff start. Right after that, it's the NFL draft. Soon after that, we're going to be talking about OTAs in the NFL. We're going to be talking about training camp in the NFL. I think the Kentucky Derby's in there somewhere, obviously. What's missing? Oh, yes, baseball, of course. Still no movement there. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, let's take a look at what we've got on tap for today. Like I said, conference tournaments going on in college basketball. We've got some plays to go over on that. We've got NHL. We've got NBA. Let's get right to it. And we're going to start off with Nebraska and Northwestern in the Big Ten. I tell you what, Nebraska finished the season as strong as you could have possibly wanted, given how badly this team just stunk up the joint in the Big Ten for most of the season. They beat Penn State 93-70. They beat Ohio State. That was a shocker on the road, 78-70. And then the biggest shocker of all, they went into Wisconsin. They went into Madison and beat Wisconsin at the buzzer, 74-73. And man, I'll tell you what. You talk about three opponents that just were completely overlooking a team all at once. I mean, the Wisconsin and Ohio State combined to shoot 12 for 47 from three against Nebraska. I mean, the Huskers were just the luckiest team in the world to get this run going into the tournament, and their stock will never be higher than it is right now. I feel like they are just massively overvalued. I've seen the comparable teams that Nebraska has played and Northwestern has played. Northwestern is a much better team, and you're getting a great price for them right now at -4. That's insane. That's insane. Grab that Northwestern -4. I think that's a good, solid lock for tonight. I mean, you're talking about a 10-21 Nebraska team that, by all rights, should be 7-24. But you're getting a great price on them because of that the run that they had towards the end of the season. Grab Northwestern minus the 4 points. Moving on to Navy and Colgate. This is going to be a really interesting matchup here. We've got Navy's offense, which is close to dead last in D1 basketball, 326 in the country with 64 points a game. Against a Colgate offense that's pretty good. It's 70th in the country. Definitely a quad one offense, averaging 75 points a game. But they're going up against a Navy defense that just absolutely loves slow pace of play and grinding it out. Navy's defense, statistically speaking, is one of the best in D1 basketball. They're only giving up 59 points a game. I'm taking a look at the total on this one. It's 129. I really kind of like the under for this game. We've got two teams that are comparable in records. Colgate is obviously the better team all around. Navy's kind of a one-dimensional defense-minded team. Colgate by rights is a 7-point favorite here. I'm just not sure that they can cover that spread, just with how slow a pace Navy plays and how much Navy just absolutely loves to smother people on defense and grind it out. So for me tonight, the play is Colgate Navy under 129. All right, so then moving on to the ACC and Clemson versus Virginia Tech, and this is going to be the first one of those matchups where I really feel like the team getting the bye has a major advantage here. The Hokies obviously got bye into the second round. Obviously, Clemson had to win a tough game yesterday. They grinded it out. They won 70-64 over NC State, which is the last place team in the conference. So the fact that they had that much trouble with them, even though it was their fifth win in a row, you're coming off of that game and you stumbled that much getting out of the blocks, and now you're playing a second straight day while Virginia Tech has been off since Saturday. This is a big revenge game for Virginia Tech. They lost to Clemson 63-59 in the regular season finale. Prior to that, the Hokies have won 9 out of their last 10 games. This is a game where I think you're getting a really great price, again, with Virginia Tech here, coming off of the rest. You're getting them at -5. I'm taking that all day. Virginia Tech, -5. Over to the NHL, and we're taking a look right now at the Capitals and the Oilers. And this is an interesting matchup because we've got two teams that are really known for their goal scoring. You've got the Edmonton offense, which early in the season was easily one of the most prolific offenses in hockey, no doubt about it. You got the Capitals offense, which is 10th in the NHL. These teams typically, combine to over the course of the whole season have combined to score a lot of goals. But we've got a couple of X factors here in that the recent trends for both of these teams have been getting under where, not unders, but under where the total is tonight at 6.5 goals. In the case of Washington, with the case of Washington and Edmonton, both of these teams have had a whole lot of games recently go 6 goals or less than that. Credit a lot of that to in the Capitals' case to their goalie Ilya Samsonov, who's just been playing really, really well lately. We've got Koskinen in goal for Edmonton. Obviously, Edmonton's always going to bring it on offense, and Washington has as well. But I got a feeling about this total tonight at 6.5 goals, with just the way that these two have been playing lately. Oilers are they're shading 5 out of their last 6 to the under. I'm really feeling the under 6.5 goals tonight. So that's going to be my play for this game. Over to the NBA and matchup I have absolutely no interest in watching, but I think it's a really good bet tonight is the Magic and the Pelicans. And here we've got they've been really bad teams over the course of the season, but since the All-Star break, they've definitely both stepped it up on defense. Between them, they're allowing only 209 points a game since the All-Star break. They're both coming off of back-to-backs, playing games against the Suns and the Grizzlies, respectively. You're talking about the Pelicans, who are a very, very slow-paced team, 21st in the NBA in pace and 18th in offensive length of possession. The Magic play a lot faster, but they're terrible shooters. This is one of the worst offensive teams in the league, scoring just 104 points a game in their non-garbage time minutes, which is 29th in the NBA. The Pelicans' defense also ranks 25th in defensive length of possession, so they have a way of forcing opposing teams into using up more of the shot clock. In addition, both teams, like we said, they're playing on a back-to-back. You're going to have tired legs. You're going to see a slower pace than normal. This just feels like a prime spot for the under, and you're getting a great total tonight at 222.5. So that's my fifth and final play for the night. Magic and Pelicans under 222.5. Sorry. Everyone, bet safe, stay safe. Have yourselves a great Wednesday night. Follow us on Twitter at Live One Sports. Check us out on Roku and Fire TV at the Live Ones. Enjoy the slate of sports tonight. It's a big one, and I will see you again next time.